listening to Talkin' Tunes on Eagle 97, WEFG FM, Whitehall, Muskegon. All 70s all the time.
And now, coming to you live.
Good morning, good morning.
Everybody, let's sing along.
Hi there. My name is Roland Sandberg, and I tune in to Eagle 97, WEFG, all the way here in Finland, Europe. Lots of greetings from Finland.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Tunes. I'm your announcer, Kitty Litter. Today's show is brought to you by GTE. GTE, working for you. Now it's time to talk to the Loon Tunes of Talkin' Tunes. Give them a call at 759-0544. That's 759-0544. Here they are, the Talkin' Tunes crew on Eagle 97's Talkin' Tunes.
0544. G-Man's in the house.
Hey, I got my G-Man fix this morning. Big old bear hug.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he was bare.
Oh, ooh.
That's a scary thought and sight.
No, it was lovely. Quite lovely.
Okay. Talking Tunes, I'm Oscar Oswald. We're here with Annette. We have the G-Man in the house. Wendy is here. And, of course, over at Thunderbolt Gym, we have John Flex Your Pecs Van Wyck.
Don't mention anything about my zipper either.
We wouldn't think of it, John.
Yeah.
How's your prostate, by the way?
I found it.
And we have, of
At
course...
least I found it on an anatomical map the other day, so I know. At least I know where it is now.
Oh, I
John,
think you
there goes that secret out the window.
Get it back.
Of course, we have Bill Eddings over there, the Chronicle guy.
Hi there.
And Brian Worsham, who is the West Michigan Web Designs guy, /JC/ I hit my face against a beer bottle.
Lightweight champion. Not.
Okay.
And we're getting all pumped up here at Thunderbolt Gym in Whitehall, 6414 East Colby.
Hey, John.
What? Oh.
Have him work real extensively with Brian.
Hey, Greg, you ought to talk. I see you're too embarrassed to come up here.
Hey, how's your prostate, John?
I want to see you get on one of these treadmills with me, pal.
At least when we all stand up, you can see our belt buckle.
Hey, you know what? You're the one with the zipper that's broken, and you still can't see what's down there, buddy. So don't go there with
Some
me.
people would consider that a plus.
Yeah.
At least I can see mine when I sit down.
It's already
That's
started.
been debated. That's been debated.
Gets out of hand. I think we should tell people they got some tremendous equipment up here. This is a great setup.
Now, is Brenda there with you?
Yes, she's right at the front counter right now.
Okay, how about Lynn and Nick?
They're not here yet, but they're on their way.
Okay. Now, Brenda Rogers went and saw her yesterday and went setting the equipment up, and she said, I'll be there at 7:30. Now, she wasn't there, was she, John?
Well, she was real close.
Real close.
We were early.
Okay.
Yeah, so much for those guys are never early.
Huh?
She told us what you said.
We heard about the caveat.
Oh.
The caveat. Oh.
Nothing escapes us.
Nothing escapes you, Bill.
The boat.
Only thing that escapes from John is something out of his pants. But anyway,
I got it contained. Thank you.
We got to explain that.
I have it contained.
You went to McDonald's to go to the facilities
And get some coffee.
He
got so excited about this coffee. Pretty good coffee, but however.
You broke the zipper in your pants.
Yeah, my forearm muscles twitched when I was pulling my zipper down, and it broke off in my hand.
How many times did it twitch, John?
Zipper did. And there goes the family audience.
There goes the family.
Yeah, really. Want to let you know, too, that this will be kind of exciting. Next week, of course, we'll be over at Cinema Carousel with Ron Van Timmeren, Executive Vice President. And, of course, I invited Paul Beatty to join us to ride the carousel.
And Greg's going to do the Carousel Marathon, right?
Yeah, I think so. Him and Paul Beatty.
Carouselathon.
And I will be in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Okay. Not with Paul Beatty.
He hasn't talked to me.
Can you blame
He's
him?
surprising you.
Okay, so now we've got Thunderbolt Gym. We've got some giveaways over there. Now, have you seen the Cinema Carousel tickets yet?
Yes, we have. We found them.
Okay, so what we'll do is the first... we've got about, 5 or 6 there? I tell you, the first 5 people that come in, we'll give them a pass for 2 to Cinema Carousel if they stop over at Thunderbolt Gym right on Colby Street there in Whitehall.
They can register when they come in. They can register all day long. They're going to be doing a drawing for a 3 months membership, too. All you've got to do is just come in, fill out your name and address, and put your name in the fishbowl and or in the mason jar up there.
$39 value.
Yep, and be eligible for a 3 month membership here.
Put my name down, will you?
And John, I just want you to know, I just look and I can see my belt buckle. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, when they get those,
not picking on him until later.
And a map to get to Whitehall.
when they get those tickets, when they get those Cinema Carousel tickets, all they got to do is come in and say, "I'll pump you up," okay?
Do they have to say it like that?
Oh, no, a little bit more like Arnold if they can. I'll pump you up. Something like that. Anyway. What about the weather?
Suggesting that.
Now, speaking of pump you up, hi, Annette.
What about the weather? And speaking of your Dow situation you had, well, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, as far as weather, John?
Well, today it's calling for partly sunny, although it's very bright and sunshiny up here in Whitehall, and mostly sunny this afternoon, high around 40, northeast wind at 10 to 25 miles an hour. And the temperature right now is 32 degrees with a wind chill factor of 17 degrees.
All right.
It's going to be a really nice weekend. It's going to be mostly sunny all day tomorrow, and it's not calling for any rain in the forecast throughout. I've got an extended forecast through Wednesday, and it's not calling for any rain or precipitation at all. So. But it's not going to get warm enough to work on the boat yet, though. No. It's only just on highs in the mid-30s all week, so.
But you can work out there at Thunderbolt Gym.
We can work in here at Thunderbolt Gym. You're absolutely right.
Okay. Now, we have G-Man live here now. It's not a tape. He's really here.
I'm really here.
So, did he have an editorial?
Did he walk up the stairs under his own power, or did somebody have to help him?
Well, I heard a couple of huffs and puffs on the way up. But,
He had to take a coffee break halfway.
Yeah, he's having a little problem with those chicken ankles.
Yeah. Hey, John, how's the Scotch-O-Matic machine up there?
Not bad. I didn't go far enough downtown Whitehall to see if Todd's was open yet, but...
Well, it's kind of nice to have the G-Man back in the house just so you guys can pick on him. He can pick back now, so that's good. Before we just pick it on him.
Yeah, I know.
Before that,
the last couple of weeks has been pick on Greg, and he couldn't pick back.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just nice to have him back in the house because it's nice to have him back in the house.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah. It's because you're not here, Bill.
That isn't what you said last week, Bill.
It sounds like a group hug coming up.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, do you have an editorial there, G-Man?
Okay, this week's editorial brought to you by the G-Man. The date? March 21st. This editorial is my opinion only. If you have any problems, please call 739-2989. Okay, talking about... Oh, first I have to thank Annette for the really fine job that she did last week with the editorial. And editorial this week, actually I have two. The first editorial, we were talking just in the studio before the show. Just a couple weeks ago, there was a bad storm, and I was driving down, and this is going out to Joe Public on what would you do in this situation. And I was driving in the corner.
Wait a minute, Joe Public, if they want to call, 759-0544.
Right. Because I was, clueless on this, like I'm clueless on most issues. But I'm driving down in the corner of Sherman and Lincoln, and there's a guy standing out in a blizzard with a sign saying, "Please help me. I have children. I need food. Please help me. God bless you."
He was out in front of Famous Recipe Chicken last night at the corner of Henry and Sherman.
That guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Okay. So it's winter. It's cold. The violins are playing, and I'm curious. All right. So I turned back around and by a store and just to talk to the people, said, "Do you know this guy? Is this guy for real?" And they said, "Well, we've seen him exactly the corner that you said, John." What would you do if you saw someone out there with a sign saying that they needed food for their children? Would you stop and give them food?
Did you see that thing on Hard Copy last week about that town in South Carolina where the whole bunch of these people live and live in in huge mansions and drive Rolls Royce?
Oh yeah,
and they go out on field trips like that.
And that's exactly
what they do.
That's exactly what I was telling you about.
When I saw that guy last night, I was going to stop by and see if he had a southern accent.
Well, yeah, and that's my point is that would you help the guy or would you tell the guy to get a job or That was pretty, you know, it's kind of a hard question there.
You know, it's
I
interesting.
haven't seen this guy now. Is this guy like missing any limbs or in a wheelchair? Or
No,
anything?
no.
No.
Just, this is Greg's
You could've-
editorial, right?
Yeah, you could have went out there,
So,
Brian.
so
a couple
where
weeks
do all
ago.
these other people come from? What's the point of this editorial?
The point of this editorial, is, number one, is for Joe Public, what would you do? So it is open for discussion.
You know what I think is a good way to sometimes tell is I know,
man. You got to take a point of view here. Yeah, this is an editorial. Take a
Is,
point of view, Greg.
My point of view,
What would you do?
Well, he turned around.
I turned around. I
Well, what
turned
did you
around
do
to
if you did that?
investigate it
You know,
further.
just flashed him the bird or what?
No. After
Trying to
invest-
run him over?
No.
Drove
No,
through the big mud pond? Now let's listen. What did you do?
Okay, Three Stooges. Okay.
Very
No,
curly
what
and
I
Moby
did
quiet.
was I actually turned around to investigate the situation after finding out that this guy was basically kind of a con artist. I left. But, hey, that's a tough decision. It's cold. It's outside. You know, what would you do?
well, I
That's
tell
the
you, if you
question.
give them food or something like that, many times you'll find that that's not good enough because it's the money they're after to either buy booze or drugs or
That's
to
right.
get rich from. So if you-
Coming from the New York and
On
Chicago.
the other
thing.
hand, boys
Yeah,
and girls.
Yeah,
about
but what
6
if they
months
wanted,
ago,
you know, if this guy was really hurting and, you know, you throw him a can of lima beans. So that was a question. Like, it was just a question. It was out there for just your opinion. Number
If he's
two.
really hurting, then-
Hold on, 759-0544 if you want to make a comment on that. And Bill, you're going to say something real
what I was
quick?
going to say was this. 6 months ago, outside one of our local industries, there was a guy with a sign that said he needed a job, and the person who owned that business came out and gave him a job.
He didn't show up, did he?
Yes, he did.
For how long?
He's
How many
still
days?
working there.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
Well, good. There goes my cynicism right out the
Okay.
window.
Well, yeah,
so
but
one
but
works.
that's a little bit different. If you're willing to take a job, you're not asking for a handout. You're actually willing to work for what you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, this guy didn't, I saw last night, and obviously Greg saw the same guy. He didn't have a sign that said, I will work for food. It just said, you know,
Give me food.
Give me
okay.
food.
well, it basically said, have children, have needs, please help, God bless, or something like
Yeah.
that. You know.
But, you know,
the guy's not even willing to work for it. I mean, come on.
I
mean,
was-
he's out there working. I have needs, too, but I don't advertise them on our sign.
That's not. That's the sign of the billboard I saw there, Bill. Down the road. You got needs, all right, buddy.
Call. This is high-tech for a good time. Begging. I think Greg had another point.
Now, okay, well, we'll get the point, but the other point I was telling to Greg is that I remember growing up in the Detroit area, going to Tiger Stadium all the time, and there was always people out there that were playing guitars and doing whatever else, asking for money.
They're still there.
Yeah, and they made good money because I saw the one guy that was playing the guitar that was kind of dressed up kind of raggedy and everything
They're
else.
called the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, yeah, they probably make more money than the Tigers. Yeah, but he drove away in his Cadillac.
Deservedly so.
Anyway,
Oop, got to go inside. It's game time.
That's right.
Uniform.
Got box
probably one of
tickets.
the Tigers.
But I
yeah.
guess if they're doing something, you know, like entertaining or
Yeah,
something, that's a
yeah,
little
I don't
different
have a problem with that.
than
But
just
stand up
begging.
and sign, if you,
Sorry.
that's just food for thought.
Okay,
second,
point two.
The second editorial is, John, I don't know how you feel about this, or Joe Public, how do you feel about this, is campaign reform. Once again, Congress and our president, they dropped the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
They dropped the ball. and
I think, Greg, you know what my politics are. I think every one of those guys ought to leave office this November.
Yep,
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous.
they dropped the
They've
ball.
got to do something with that thing. I mean, Bill Clinton and I'm not going to put down Bill Clinton because every president's done that, but every weekend he's out raising money for the Democratic Party. You know, and it's millions of dollars, and they call it soft money, and that stuff's not being used for the proper things, and it's being just abused all over the place. And it's being, you know, the thing is, I mean, the national elections are the high profile. It's the local elections that don't get the high profile. Where's that money coming from in the local elections?
And that was my editorial.
Thank you.
That isn't
You baited me right into that, didn't you?
Thank you, John, for my
Greg, that's
editorial.
coming out of John's mouth.
That was a fine editorial.
Yeah.
Greg.
And have you seen of course, like I say, Bill always reads the Wall Street Journal. I'm sure they didn't have any pictures in there of Hillary, but Hillary
They
Clinton.
don't have pictures in the Wall Street Journal.
Anyway, of course, I was reading the Inquirer once again, or one of those magazines anyway, and they had a picture of Hillary Clinton, and she was like 500 pounds. Of course, they put her head on top of this big body, but It's like, would you go to bed with this or something like that was the headline. But anyway.
And would you?
No.
What was your point on that?
You got it. For an editorial, you got to have a viewpoint.
No, it wasn't in the Wall Street Journal.
No, it wasn't in the Wall Street Journal. So I think
maybe on the marketing
it
page.
may not be true. I don't know. You know.
So if you have any questions, concerns about the editorials of this week, please call 739-2989 or call us at the radio station at 759-0544.
Or just see Late Night Dwight.
Or see Late Night Dwight if you disagree. This is the G-Man reporting for March 21st.
Okay. Now, another thing I want to throw out there because I just curious about
Here
it.
comes the debate.
You guys are frisky this
What people
morning.
think. 759-0544. We want to get people to give us a call and talk to us and let us know what they think. But anyway, my son's friend, I won't mention any names, of course, because I can't. But anyway, he stole the car to go see the Puff Daddy concert.
Needless to say, if you have friends that have Oscars,
Yeah,
Right.
of my son.
Or relatives.
Stay away.
stay
Of
away.
my sons, yeah. Anyway, he stole the car to go see a Puff Daddy concert. He got caught, of course, and now they're talking about putting him up as far as as an adult.
That's what I'm talking about.
But now, what do you think? Do you think rap music is the devil's workshop? Obviously, people have always talked about us when we were younger. Of course, our music, of course, wasn't appreciated by our folks, and it's kind of the same way now. What do you think? Do you think rap music is a little bit farther, a little more extreme than ours, or is it the same? Are we looking at it differently?
Lord, it's just music.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill.
Well,
Okay.
you know, people told us the same thing about Elvis. It's like
Well, I know.
95%
That's
of
what
the
I'm
people
asking.
can't understand the lyrics anyway. What the
Hey,
heck?
That's what I'm asking.
Like in the 60s, they couldn't understand the lyrics with Lucy in the Sky and Purple Haze
I know
either.
it.
So
I
don't go there,
myself
Mr.
don't
John.
like
Van
it.
still-
I don't think it's harmful.
We still have a mutual friend, Greg.
Over from picking on heavy metal music, and now they're picking on rap music. And 5 years down the road, they're going to pick on some other kind
Yeah,
of
but
Oh,
rap
we can see
music
what they're doing to
sucks, so
South
it's you know,
No,
so
no.
it's
No, wait a
it's
minute now. Before you
valid.
go there with
It's
rap
valid.
music sucks.
Big G, it's valid.
11,600 they filled, they sold out the concert. So apparently
That just
a lot
tells
of
you
people
where our
are
youth
either,
is
There
today.
you go.
Hey,
Our
hey,
youth
but
is
where
down
was,
the
where was
toilet.
our youth in the 60s?
Much better, man.
Yeah, but
Where was our youth in the
the
60s?
ozone,
I
maybe.
think so.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
I think
but
the world is so different. Everything is.
The only difference is nowadays half the crowd got there and stolen cars.
Because I remember, I remember when you went to a rock concert, John. They stole your 8-track. I remember that.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute,
Yeah,
John.
it was
No, he still has his
downtown
Okay,
Detroit, too. It was
John,
pretty stupid of me to do it.
If you want to go there about stealing cars, what did you steal? About how many bottles of wine out of your father's drugstore to sell up at a concert?
Thanks, Greg.
Mom never knew that, Greg. Come on.
Okay, so let's. Hey, if you want
Yeah,
to
we-
point fingers,
We all
You want
did
those stones.
things. I know we all did things that
Yeah.
we regret today. I mean, I know there's quite a few things I did that I regret.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
I'm regretting this right now.
Anyway, 7590544. Give us your comment. Let us know. Scott Rosema will be stopping in today. Scott Rosema, many people might know him as the comic genius. The guy is really good. X-Man guy.
He is great.
Yeah.
Is he coming in here, or is he going in the
He's,
studio?
he's coming in the studio, and he's also going to make us all superheroes. So he's going to do his best anyway. I said he can make. As long as he doesn't make me flubber, man, I'm happy. You
Tell
know.
him I need to talk to him. So.
Okay.
Well, Brian's going to be updating the webpage this week, and you'll be able to see Kramer with the haircut.
Okay. We have one comment here from Bob from Muskegon. Let's see if we can get him on the line.
Rob from the
Rob from
Rob
Muskegon.
from Muskegon.
Okay, Rob, are you there?
Yeah,
Okay.
couple of comments.
I think I know what Rob this is, but anyway, go ahead.
All right, well, I just wanted to remind you about the auction at the West Side this afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Oh!
The West Side Inn over on Beidler.
Matter of fact, I've got a flyer on it right in front of me.
Good, to benefit the Girl Scouts. And also wanted to say, even though you may not personally care for rap music, there is no such thing as bad music, just bad musicians.
Beautiful.
What
I love it.
You want to know? There's a voice of authority. What song is that new CPAP? This guy's obviously heard me sing.
Hey, Rob, are you all set for today, or you need help?
Yeah, I need some equipment, so call me when you get done.
Rob Schweifler, of course, is who we're talking to right here. But anyway, you're going to be over at the Oscar Award thing over at the Rackets too, right?
Yeah, we got to get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
It's going to be on Monday night, of course. This auction today, it's 1 o'clock, right, at West Side. And what's the address there? So
It's on Beidler
Yeah,
between...
16 1625, something like that.
1635. 1635 Beidler.
1 o'clock.
Between Laketon and the Southern. And it's been there for many, many years. West Side Inn, West Side Tavern for many years. This is, I don't know how many years they've been doing this auction. Can you remember, Rob? This goes back at least 10 years.
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah, quite a while.
And it's probably one of the better bar auctions that you're ever going to see in your life. And if Rob's doing the auctioneering, it's kind of a comedy act too. But it's really good auction, raising money this year for the Girl Scout Council, and a lot of good items. I dropped a cordless phone off yesterday to be auctioned off, and they've got all kinds of things. And they usually have a paddle boat. I think I saw that in the back room back there.
Yeah, usually have file cabinet or office chair or something from the Knoll Group.
Right.
And I know Bob Skolnick from Muskegon Brakes donated
no mistake.
something.
I know last year I got outbid on a Lazy Boy chair that was really nice.
Right. Yeah. There's always some good things and a lot of smaller items too. So it's not like you have to go there and expect to spend $100 or $200.
Oh, I just looked down to see if I had my Army socks on that I got a couple of years ago. I got like 8 pairs of Army socks for like $2 a couple of years ago.
I know last year a complete stereo system went for $85.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. A nice one too. It was a JVC or something. It wasn't a cheap little one.
And once again, Rob, who is the beneficiary of this auction anyway?
Muskegon Girl Scouts.
Yeah, Pine and Dunes Girl Scout Council.
Yeah, it rotates each year. So,
And if Rob's doing it, it's going to guarantee to be a good time.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, thanks.
Get there early. Starts at,
we'll love you, Rob.
1 o'clock.
You guys are too kind.
Just don't play the harmonica.
Remember, there's no bad music, just bad musicians.
Just
Get a clue, people.
Get a clue, people.
Great.
Thanks, Rob.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Rob Schweifler. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Schweifler.
Okay, just checking.
Or in the business.
Is he married?
I heard
Yes, he is
Well, he
married.
is. As a matter of fact, I saw his wife the other night, and she told me the
Right.
story about, that's why I asked him about his new CPAP. Rob's had a bit of a snoring problem most of his life.
A bit of a snoring
Well,
problem?
she said, as a matter of fact, she said it was getting so bad a few weeks ago that he set off a car alarm in the car next door.
This is pleasant.
So you can say, this is my wife, Schweifler.
Ooh. Wow.
My wife, Schweifler.
Okay, we're at Thunderbolt Gym, of course. We kind of forgot about that, didn't we?
14 East Colby in Whitehall.
And we'll be talking to Brenda Rogers, and of course, is Lynn and Nick there yet?
Nick is here, and
Okay.
Lynn is not here yet.
No, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go out and get my workout bag and come in here and ride the exercycle for a little while. Then I won't have to do my normal workout this afternoon. I can go to the auction.
Okay, all right.
Perfect.
So we're going to take a quick break.
How organized.
We need a weather, and we'll come back, and maybe we can talk to Brenda.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
Weather, sir.
Weather today, partly sunny in the morning, mostly sunny this afternoon. Highs around 40. Northeast wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Current conditions in Muskegon 32 degrees with a wind chill factor of 16 degrees. Relative humidity is 63%, and the dew point is 20 degrees. The pressure is 29.9 inches and rising. The conditions are clear in Muskegon and Whitehall. Very clear in Whitehall. I don't know how clear they are in Muskegon, but
It's nice over here, too.
well, it's very clear up here in Whitehall. We're at 614 East Colby at Thunderbolt Gym. Stop in and see us.
Eagle 97 Talking Tunes. We're going to take a quick break.